guys, it's Bella and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about things I really wish I knew before I started my YouTube channel. Before we get started, I just want to say obviously I'm not some super successful YouTuber with millions of subscribers or anything. If you're looking for a video like that, this is not the one for you. I am just a girl who's gone through trial and error with YouTube, and I really want to share that with you guys in kind of like a more approachable manner and not as someone who's like a millionaire from YouTube or anything. So if you just want some more like realistic advice from someone who is going through the stages of growth right now and has been doing this for actual years and has just started to see like some growth and stuff on her channel, then this video is for you. So yeah, if you guys like this video, don't forget to like it down below and please subscribe. That would be amazing, and let's get into it. Okay, so all of these topics and kind of like things I learned that I'm sharing in this video are all based off things you guys asked me on YouTube and Instagram. All of these questions right here. So if you guys want to be able to impact my future videos or make video suggestions or anything, make sure you follow me on Instagram. So the first thing I'm going to start off with is a super basic but hard truth that I think a lot of people aren't really willing to accept about YouTube. In my personal experience, and I think a lot of other people too, YouTube takes a lot of time. So the first thing is that YouTube growth takes so long, and when I say so long, I mean actual years. It's gonna be super rare for you to just start a YouTube channel and for it to suddenly explode and you to become like super famous or anything. And again, I'm not saying I'm like super successful or anything or like even big on YouTube. I'm just doing it because I love it. And if you guys are gonna start a channel or if you have one, it really does have to be because you like it. So basically my point with this is it takes a long time, and if you're going to start a channel, it's something you really need to know and accept and be able to work with because it does take so long. Another thing I wish I had realized sooner is that you really need to learn about YouTube, which sounds kind of weird, but by this I mean you really need to do research. And I know that can sound boring, but honestly, I love doing YouTube. I love learning about it, so it's actually kind of fun for me. I don't know if that's just me, but I absolutely love YouTube channels that talk about growth in like a realistic way, because there's definitely some really like scammy videos out there. But one of my favorite channels ever is Catherine Manning's channel. If you guys have ever DM'd me on Instagram asking for YouTube advice, I almost always just say, go to Catherine Manning's channel because I learned everything from her. So really what I mean here is to see consistency or like growth on YouTube, you really need to learn about it and make everything about your videos intentional, like your tags, title, and your description and your thumbnail and everything. And the content of your video needs to be intentional if your goal is to get more exposure and to have more people watch your video. Also, one of my favorite podcasts is the YouTube Power Hour podcast, and it interviews all these like super successful YouTubers, and they tell you all about like their process and everything and their tips. It's really helpful. So yeah, I think it's a huge time investment in both making videos and how long it takes to grow, and also learning about how to make videos better, which is obviously something I am still learning and will learn for a while. So definitely, I know it sounds annoying, but you gotta do your research, people. I swear, it's helpful. The next thing that I wish I knew about sooner that would have helped a lot with my channel in terms of like tags and all of that super fun stuff is TubeBuddy. So it's an extension. Oh, I just hit myself in the face. It's an extension for your computer. You can basically just go to their website and install it for free. This is obviously not sponsored, but it's a really helpful tool that can help you make like tag lists and all this stuff. So if you guys don't know what I'm talking about with terms of tags, that's another thing I learned about through Catherine Manning's videos. They just tell the algorithm what your video is about. And if you guys also want some more like advice and stuff like this video, I did make a video answering a lot of your guys' other more basic questions about YouTube. So a lot of you guys had questions about motivation and staying positive. So my biggest thing for motivation is you absolutely have to give yourself a posting schedule. So I post every Monday and every Friday, usually at 3 p.m. And it took me a while to really become disciplined with that schedule because it can be hard to start out and actually make sure you're posting on those days. But you guys, I swear it has made all the difference for me, and it's so important that you make yourself a schedule and consistently stick to it. Make sure it's something doable, so maybe start with 1 post a week and then move up to 2 and then maybe even 3. Just do what works for you. The other thing for motivation is I always surround myself with people and things and images that make me feel inspired and motivated. I watch a lot of YouTube videos because it's just like my favorite thing ever, and I honestly don't really watch a lot of like big successful creators because seeing just like how many views they have and all of that stuff makes me feel discouraged, so I usually don't really watch them, and I just always watch content that's really positive and motivating and uplifting. And then you guys also had a lot of questions about how I come up with video ideas. So I feel like this is kind of hard to answer. I have my bullet journal, which I am referencing right now, and I always have a list of ideas for videos in here. Every time I think of something, if I'm just like walking around going about my normal day and I think of something, I immediately write it down on my phone or in my notebook or just somewhere. And I always take inspiration from other people's videos. Obviously don't copy exactly what someone does, but YouTube is gonna have a lot of similar videos because there's just so many that you can't be like 1000% original. That's pretty much all I do. I know it's not very helpful, but you guys also don't need fancy equipment. I get a lot of questions about cameras and stuff. I always suggest please don't buy a camera if you're just starting your channel. Use your phone. It's just as good, and you really don't want to invest in something if you don't know if you actually like it. So another thing I wish I had done sooner that you guys ask me about a lot is cross promotion. So I always promote my videos on like my stories on Instagram and stuff like that, and I also talk about my channel a lot in my TikToks. Always make sure that your links and everything are in your bios on your other platforms and stuff. I feel like that's pretty obvious, but for TikTok, that's another like whole video. So if you guys want me to talk about that more, definitely let me know because I've seen a lot of growth from TikTok. The last thing that I got questions about, and I wish I had realized sooner, is that some people are just gonna be mean, and if you are gonna be on the internet in any capacity, if you're gonna have an Instagram, if you're gonna post on YouTube, if you're gonna do anything, you have to accept that some people are going to be mean. They're gonna leave horrible comments, they're gonna be rude. Like, that's just comes with the territory of anything on the internet, unfortunately. And if you start a channel, you just need to know that that's gonna happen. It sucks, but just know that people who leave mean comments are probably having a bad day, or they're jealous that you are actually starting a channel and just going for it. I know it sounds really cheesy, but people who are upset or are hurt are gonna say mean and awful things to other people, so just keep that in mind. But just know that if you're doing it for you and you're doing what actually makes you happy, then it's all worth it. So I really hope you guys liked this video. If you did, don't forget to leave it a like down below and subscribe. That would be really awesome. I think I'm going to do some fun kind of like a back to college video soon, hopefully a shopping vlog. That would be really cool, but we'll see. Anyway, yeah, I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!
Sleep at night.